Chapter 1.
Warning. Leak detected in the kitchen under the washing machine. Please take any necessary action.
Picture this. A leak springs up in your house, water sneaking through every nook and cranny, turning your cozy home into an indoor water park. Can a smart home automation system save the day and prevent this soggy disaster? Let's dive in and find out. Better grab some floaties just in case. Who says home emergencies can't come with a splash of adventure?
Chapter 2.
I'm using Aqara leak sensors, and let me tell you, they're like my own little water detectives, always on high alert and ridiculously reliable. These bad boys run on the ZigBee protocol, connecting through a ZigBee to MQTT via a ZigBee Ethernet gateway. Yep, it's just as high-tech as it sounds. And no, just to be clear, this video is not sponsored by Aqara, though at this point, maybe it should be. These are the only leak sensors I have, so it's not like I had much of a choice. I've never used leak sensors from another manufacturer. Should I be branching out? Oh well, that's a dilemma for future me to solve. If a leak even thinks about making a surprise appearance somewhere in the house, these sensors are ready to blow the whistle. Faster than I can say, "Not another plumbing bill!" In such a case, Home Assistant will instantly catch your water leak sensor going from clear to leaking, dry to wet, or off to on, depending on which screen you're squinting at. Either way, it's basically the digital equivalent of shouting,
"Houston, we have a problem."
Then, like an over-caffeinated butler, it'll jump into action, sending emails, blowing up our phones with notifications, and even having Alexa give us the bad news.
Warning. Leak detected in the kitchen under the washing machine. Please take any necessary action.
Suddenly, the main dashboard gets a dramatic makeover. The room with the leak glows red like it's in DEFCON 1, and a red warning pops up at the top of the room page. Talk about an all-hands-on-deck response team. Subtle? No. Effective?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
So, can Home Assistant handle leaks?
You bet it can.
Chapter 3.
Let's assume the leak sensors are set up correctly in Home Assistant, which, luckily, is super straightforward. As an example, let me introduce you to my trusty leak sensor, which heroically stands guard under the washing machine in the kitchen. It's affectionately known as
SNLK Kitchen Washing Machine.
I've organised all my leak sensors by room, and every room group rolls up into one main home group covering the whole house. I'll keep the mystery alive and explain the group's ideas later in this video. My Valiant sensor is a proud member of the kitchen group known as
SNLKX Kitchen,
which, in an ultimate display of unity, bands together with the bathroom group to form the supreme alliance known as
SNLKX Home All.
Yes, the names are a bit of a mouthful, but hey, it adds to the charm, right? Quick side notes. Home Assistance groups act as entities. To keep the group state on when any member is on, make sure to disable all entities in group options. Let's get Home Assistant to spring into action and tackle that leak. It's like having a superhero on standby. So, when a sensor detects a leak, my Home Assistant goes all in with the reporting. The leak sensor itself shouts out. The room group confirms it, and the house group backs it up. This way, the main group alerts Home Assistant that we've got a water trouble somewhere, kicking off an automation script that checks which sensor is setting off the notice and sends out the leak's exact location. In my setup, this means phone notifications, emails, and yes, Alexa's on board too, shouting her heart out. Thanks to nested groups, if I want to add a new sensor, say in the kitchen, I just pop it into the kitchen group, and since that's already in the house group, it's instantly in the master setup. It's like magic.
Incendio!
The same goes for device removal. Once a device is removed from the room group, it vanishes from the main group, like a Houdini act. Without this home group, I'd probably need a separate automation script for each sensor. Talk about a hassle! Instead, one script does the trick, knowing that we've got a leak on our hands. And the room groups are dashboard lifesavers. Every room with a detected leak lights up red on the main page, and each affected room gets a red warning slapped across the top of the room page. It's like a neon sign screaming, "Water here!" To play it safe, I could go all out and snag a smart ZigBee water valve controller. Crisis averted, hero status achieved. And the best part? With a few taps on your phone, or a quick shout to Alexa, you can turn the water back on once the drama is over. If I do take the plunge and get one, stick around for a thrilling update in this video. Because who doesn't love a little tech meets plumbing excitement?
Chapter 4.
If you're burning with curiosity, and you're desperate for a step-by-step guide, just give me a shout in the comments. I'll be more than happy to throw together a snazzy video tutorial that will blow your socks off. Thank you so much for hanging in there until the very end of this video. You've officially earned a gold star for that kind of dedication, and maybe even a virtual high five. Goodbye for now, and fingers crossed I'll catch you in my next video. Until then, stay awesome, and keep those comments coming.